Big homestead dreams are exciting. They light something up in you. You picture animals, land, gardens, freedom, a slower life, a life that feels more intentional, more grounded, more real. But at the same time, those dreams can feel so overwhelming. They feel way too far away. They feel too big. Sometimes they feel unrealistic. And because they feel so big, people stall. They wait. They overthink and they plan and plan and plan, but then never actually start. Because when you think about homesteading as a whole, it feels like too much. Animals, land, gardens, self-sufficiency, learning new skills, lifestyle changes, financial changes, time changes, identity changes. It's not just one decision. It feels like it's changing your entire life. And that's where people get stuck. Not because they don't want it, but because they don't know where to begin. A lot of people think the dream is too big, or they're afraid they're going to fail, or they're afraid they'll waste their money, or they feel like they have to have everything planned before they even take their perfect first step. So they stay in planning mode, researching, saving posts, watching videos, reading, but not moving. And the longer you sit in that space, the heavier your dream starts to feel. Here's a real secret though. Big dreams don't happen all at once. They're built daily in small actions and tiny decisions and habits that don't look impressive at first, in steps that feel almost too small to matter, but they do. They matter more than the big leaps. You don't build a homestead in one season. You build it over years. It's in layers. One habit, one skill, one lesson, one decision, one project at a time. And that's how real momentum happens. People think that they need to leap, but you don't. You just need to keep moving. You don't need to overhaul your entire life today. You don't need to quit everything. You don't need land immediately or at all, honestly. You don't need it perfect. You just need one change, one action, one habit, and that is enough. This is something I've seen over and over again. The people who actually build this life, are not the ones who waited until everything was perfect. They're the ones who started small. They learned as they went. They made mistakes. They adjusted. They built slowly. They built in layers. And they let growth happen naturally. Because the truth is, you don't become ready. You become capable by doing. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. Clarity doesn't come from planning. It comes from experience. Momentum doesn't come from thinking. It comes from movement. Even if the movement is small, it's still movement. It moves you in the right direction. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels insignificant. Big dreams feel impossible when you look at them all at once. But when you break them down, they become doable. One skill, one habit, try one thing, make one improvement. That's how it starts feeling possible. How you start moving one step at a time in the right direction. This is exactly why I created my mini course, because so many people have big dreams but get stuck at the starting line. The dream feels too far away, it's too big, it's too complicated. So the course helps you break that dream into manageable steps. It helps you stay consistent. It removes the pressure to do everything at once. It helps you build momentum. And it makes the dream feel possible instead of being overwhelmed and not even starting. So you don't have to leap. You just have to move. One habit, one change, one action. That's enough. And that's how this life gets built. You don't need to rush. You don't need to catch up. You don't need to do everything right now. You just need to keep showing up because progress matters. Consistency matters. The small steps matters. Learning matters. Trying matters. And continuing even when it feels slow still matters, because big dreams aren't built in big moments. They're built daily, quietly, slowly, consistently, and over time. Think of it like roots. You don't see them growing, but you have faith that they're doing what they're supposed to, right? One day you look back and that dream that felt impossible is suddenly your life. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because you had a master plan and because you kept moving. So if you're sitting on your big homestead dream right now because it feels overwhelming, start smaller than you think you should. Lower the pressure. Lower the bar. Pick one thing and move. That's how it begins. That's how it grows. And that's how your life becomes real. That's how this dream you want becomes real. And I want to ask you something. What's the dream that feels too big right now? Is it the animals, the land, the gardening, the changing your whole lifestyle? Tell me in the comments. I'm curious. Because at that starting point, that's where everyone begins. And it's okay to be at that stage. If this kind of content is interesting to you, make sure you hit that big red button so you don't miss out on any of my other future videos. I'm going to link down in the description my website so you guys can go check out all the freebies that I have available too, so we can get you going with this dream life. See you in the next one.